Okay, so for those who don't know, I'm going through the edition system now. So you can see I've got 2 editions. I simply click on the one I want to currently use in battle. You've got the level, as you can see they're both at level 1. The add is how many attacks it adds on to the normal one. So in this case double slash is 1, volcano is 3. So that's effectively the amount of button presses you do to complete the combo. SP is irrelevant now, I will go into that later on. The damage percent, that's effectively, what that is if you were to just do the first attack, you would do, say, 10 damage. If you were to pull off the full combo of double slash, the total damage would be 15. 150% of the damage. Volcano in this case would be 200%, so that would end up as 20. I'm not doing that much damage at the moment, but that was just an example. The next level is simply the amount of uses it needs to get to the next level. Every 20 levels it goes up a level, up to level 5. Once you've mastered the first 6, in Dart's case, the first 6 editions, you then get the last one, the 7th. Depending on the character, depends on how many editions they have. Now, while Volcano is stronger and a better combo, I am going with double slash because I want to level everything up first, because I want the final one. So I'm leveling everything up. Welcome to the chat, D Jones. Thank you for joining. I will explain the triangle above Dart's head a bit later. If I come over here, I can get some Stardust. There are 50 pieces of Stardust on the continent of Endinus. Now this guy does give you a sword fight tutorial, but I'm not going to talk to him. I'm just going to carry on with the game, because I'm going to give you the tutorials as we go through. So we're seeing what's happening in Helena prison, or Helena. I would like to say Helena, because it's Helena. A lot of this game isn't voice acted, voiced. The animals on this game as well aren't very good. But you'll see later, we'll meet some horses. I don't have anything to comment on right now, which is why I'm silent, so sorry about this, if you're expecting comments and talking. Again, anyone watching, if you do have questions, feel free to ask. If you know of anyone who might be interested in this stream, I would appreciate it if you would let them know. Obviously, the more the merrier, the more chat that's happening, the more interaction. I find the interaction enjoyable on Twitch when there is interaction. For those who don't know, the ones who've joined recently in the Twitch chat, this is being recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube, so you'll be able to see your chat up on YouTube. My YouTube channel is the same as my Twitch. Don't expect the videos to be up soon. A few weeks for the first one, maybe. I won't be able to give you an exact date because I need to obviously cut the videos. So this is the world map. It's a very basic world map. It just has dots between the areas. Now this first area of the forest actually has a high encounter rate compared to the rest of the game. There are some areas which do have a higher encounter rate, but this is higher than what you would expect at this point. It's still not that high. This is just a merchant to buy stuff from. All the menus have this music. He doesn't actually have anything I want. The charm potion, it says reduces risk of encounter. The way that works is not quite like you would expect. You can use it in battle to simply get rid of a weak enemy. But the best way to use it is when that triangle above Dart's head turns red. You'll see that it's turned yellow now. I wasn't going to do too much addition grinding. I can stream it all if you want, but I wasn't going to do much addition grinding. I was going to try and do it as much as possible during the playthrough, because I know that people don't want to just watch someone constantly battle to level up the additions. I know I was in red and I could have used the item, but I'm going to save because I know that he won't do any damage when I defend. So I'm going to defend to get enough health. Do you ask because would you be interested in watching all that grinding? I don't want you guys to miss anything, so I don't really feel like I should play it off stream just to grind. But grinding the additions is definitely a good idea to get the final edition sooner. So you have actually given me an idea. I think what I will do is I'll do it all off stream. I will be sure not to do any storyline while I'm off stream. But yeah, grinding for the additions is a good idea. But that'll all be done off stream unless for some reason you want to see it. Yeah, basically. I can't think of anything else to say on that. Yeah, I wouldn't continue on with the story. Like, if I was to finish the stream now, I would just be doing the addition grinding here. I wouldn't be doing it in the next area. I would make sure to do it in a place which doesn't advance the story. In most cases, I will come back to this forest to do it, so I don't level up much. Because otherwise the game will get boring and I'll be over leveled. All the creatures in this area give very low experience, being it's the first place with random battles. Yes. With the exception of the world map. Yes. Yeah. When it comes to the grinding, there may be times when I do it on stream, but the recording of it, unless something funny happens during the grinding while I am recording, that's going to be cut out of the videos on YouTube. If anyone in the chat who has played this game has any fun facts related to the game, feel free to post them. I'm definitely not a huge expert on this game. I could tell you most of the things about it, but I wouldn't be able to tell you everything. I know there's people with more knowledge about this game than I have. This is a flashback. If you look at the bottom, you see Dart's head just suddenly pop away like that. There will be some times when you'll see me grinding additions. Like, there are some enemies in the game which can put up a physical attack barrier, making them immune to physical attacks. When I come across enemies that do that, that bring up the attack barrier, I will deliberately be attacking those enemies to level up my additions. I remember when I played this years ago, there was 2 lizard men, I think they were, constantly casting physical attack barrier. The fight itself took me like 2 hours, just because they were putting that up all the time. It really leveled up my additions. Too bad you can't switch additions during the fight, because I could have leveled up 2, maybe even 3 of my additions during that fight. For each character, that is. So in total, that does 1, that does 4, so I'm healing more damage than they're doing. Yeah. My strategy might not work for everyone, by the way. My strategy being that if the character is in yellow health, defend. If they're in red health, use a healing item. The character goes into yellow health when they're at 50% health, and then into red health when they're at 25%.
Yes! Double slash!
The next area is also a good place to grind additions.
Double
The next dungeon, I suppose it is. And that's an earth attack. It's not very obvious that it's earth. Brown, by the way, is earth. The opposite is green, which is wind.
Yes! Double slash!
I'm going to chalk the low amount of chat down to the Twitch problems that are happening today. This screen's very easy, you just simply hold down. You can almost guarantee where you're going to get fights in this game. When you level up as well, your current health doesn't increase. It stays as it is, so it doesn't change proportionate to your max health. So, say in the fight, you end the fight with 50% health. If you level up, your health doesn't stay at 50%, it stays at the exact value it was at before.
Yes!
I'm not liking that angle. So I'm going to change the fight angle so it's more behind Dart. That's a much better angle.
Double slash!
Yeah, you will see me changing the camera angle in quite a lot of the cases. I would have thought Dave would be talking a lot. He's usually quite a talkative person. obviously not today. So we've now got to find a way of sneaking in. And that conveniently appears. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Lord. Just need to chase that. It's very simple. We're now about to meet the most thorough guard ever. Sometimes the highlights that they do in the speech are off. So, if you remember, I mentioned the arrow above Dart's head. Starts off as blue, then turns yellow, then red. In this dungeon, in Helena Prison, hello C1 Plus or C Plus, I don't know how your name's supposed to be pronounced. In this dungeon, it will constantly be red. The reason is because in this dungeon, rather than a random battle, you get into battles if you touch the enemies. Now, I will deliberately be getting into some fights here, just simply because it allows me to level up my additions. But at times, I will just be trying to get out. In fact, I think I will try and go through the whole dungeon without getting touched. I'll try that. I will. I think there are a couple of places where I will be, but I'm not going to worry too much if they do touch me. Doesn't mean my additions won't level as much as they could. Now I can't leave to the right there, but there's a chest up here. Now, I'm going to save now. It's the first save of the game. I could have saved earlier. You can save at any point in the world map, just like most RPGs. Okay, so the merchant sees you, then goes to fetch a guard. Just a very easy battle, this. You'll find early on that a lot of the fights will be back and forth. Your turn, their turn, your turn, their turn. When it comes to the turns, it's quite similar to how Final Fantasy Final Fantasy X's turn-based is. So the higher the speed, the quicker their turn will come around. And it's turn-based, so you don't have to rush in your decisions. That spell that they're using is Spark.
Yes! Double Flash!
Merchant, as expected to be fair, is a bit scared, being that you've just killed a guard right in front of him. But he's suddenly, okay, I won't turn you into the millions of guards here. Well, maybe not millions. He does sell you items. I'm going to sell my charm potion because I'm never going to use it. The other items I may use at some point, but I tend to not use the items in this game, with the exception of healing items. Now you can see the enemies wandering around here. If they see you, they will chase you. Now this guy is definitely a really good guard. Look, I can climb the ladder so easily, but watch this. He is a brilliant guard, isn't he? I'm standing here, and there he is. So good at guarding this ladder. There's usually a guard that comes out near the entrance I'm about to walk into here. He's come through the other entrance. Now this part, it is possible to do this part without being seen. Now, they can't see you while you're on stairs. I'm not sure how that's possible, but they can't. There's a guard just off my screen at the top. There we go. Okay, the guard at the bottom. I'm trying to do this sneakily, but I'm not going to worry if one of them sees me. Now, when that guard at the top moves, there we go, onto this chest. There we go. So I haven't been seen yet. This guard at the bottom. There we go, around onto these steps. And up the ladder. There we go, managed to get through there without being seen. I don't usually get through that without being seen, to be honest. Up the lift. There are a couple of fights which you can't avoid, like the fight that's coming up here, story-based fight. You can't avoid it. You do meet your second party member. So the soldiers in blue are from Basel, the Duchy of Basel, and the wardens are from, obviously, Helena Prison, which is part of Sandora. POW, for those who don't know, stands for Prisoner of War. Does anyone have any questions about the game? Anyone have any fun facts about the game? I guess not. Although there is some delay, so you may not have heard of that. Yeah. Oh, the way it determines whether they're whispering or thinking is a bit inconsistent. Like, you'll see that there was square brackets there, suggesting he was thinking that. But later on, you see it in normal brackets, but normal brackets are also used to depict whispering, so it can get a bit confusing at times. Okay, so 3 enemies against us. So 3 on 2. Still a very easy fight. Because I haven't been fighting anyone, Dart's not necessarily underleveled, but he's not as strong as he could be right now.
Yes. Double slash.
Like, he could be doing 7 damage instead of 5. Okay. If you do have any questions about this game, feel free to ask. A lot of people have said this feels like a rip-off of Final Fantasy, but I don't consider it to be. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, and yes, this does, I would say, borrow some ideas from Final Fantasy, but it's definitely not a rip-off. The addition system, for example, I don't know any other game that uses the addition system. It's a very simple system, but it's quite fun. Yes, it is very easy when you get used to it. Like, at the moment, I've just got a 2-hit combo, so it's just simply pressing the button when I hit them. It's that simple right now. But when I start switching to other additions, I will be doing multiple hits. It's not just simply press it as I hit. If you press it as I hit, then press it as I hit again, then as I hit again, then as I hit again. It's a very simple game as well, in terms of its leveling and stuff, and elements and things like that. Luigi versus Tails actually makes quite a lot of sense when you think about it, Dave. Luigi is Mario's sidekick and Tails is Sonic's sidekick. So it's effectively putting Mario versus Sonic, but it's using their sidekicks instead. Again, I said this earlier, but for those who have joined recently, if I'm going through the messages too quickly, let me know and I'll try and slow down. I don't have much to say right now. There's not really much for me to tutorial at all. Part of the reason why I have the triangle, the note up above my character constantly, is so that I know when I'm in control.